Welcome back to Forever Christina Jane. It is now tutorial time for the xTool O1 Omni printer. I have the dual print head, and for today we're going to do the tutorial for the flat print head. According to this, it is saying that it's about 4 minutes. So I haven't even started the tutorial. I'm doing this for the first time, documenting it so that when you're watching these videos, you can see what it's like for someone who has never used the xTool O1 Omni printer, what the steps look like, what challenges you might come across, and you're going to see it all. All right, so right now it is saying, welcome to the xTool O1 Omni printer. Let's start with a beginner tutorial. You have 3 options: a flat print, which is about 4 minutes, a texture print, which is about 12 minutes, and a relief engraving, which is about 12 minutes. Today, we're going to start with the flat print. Thankfully, it has videos here to make it easier to understand how to do a flat print. It says the first part is to press the button on the device to extend the extension base, which is right here. This is your extension base. We're going to install the mini base plate and then place the material. I can even do it sitting down because the mini base plate is super easy to put on. After you're done with your calibration, I did take off the checkered paper and I put on the adhesive mat on top of the base plate. So we're just going to go to the first step, press the button. Okay. Press the button. Install the mini plate. It snapped right into place, and place the material. Select the processing mode and material, and the system will automatically show the recommended processing settings. Super helpful with that. So we're going to mode in xTool Studio, and we're using the flatbed mode. The other options are the rotary mode and the roll film mode, but right now we're using the UV flatbed mode. And then we're going to select our material. With this tutorial, it is saying that it wants us to use something that xTool has already provided, which was a ceramic fridge magnet. So I do have the fridge magnets here. It was part of the materials that I received from xTool, just right here. So I'm going to select that. Right here. Next step in the tutorial is to scan. So after you connected your device, you're going to hit the scan button to get the latest background image. And this image, it will help you accurately position your design. Now with the tutorial, the design's already part of it. It is scanning at the moment. So this is what it looks like after it has scanned. So now that we've scanned, the next step is the Smart Mask. So we're going to click to open the Smart Mask dialog, which is a button right here in the corner. And run extraction. It is analyzing the image. And it selected it pretty well, as you can see here. The green area is actually the exact shape of the fridge magnet. Click on apply. Okay, so it has now been created, which means that when we move the image over, it will automatically place into that respective size. So we're going to just move this over here. Excuse me, wait. Okay, so now we're choosing between flat, texture, and relief. Click on flat. And now we're going to adjust the position. So we're going to drag the design onto the product or project. The mask will automatically crop out to match the outline of the object. Move this over. I want to get it into place. Okay, I think it looks good. And next we're going to click the process button to enter the preview page, and that's when we can view the estimated processing time. This is the image that xTool provided for the beginner tutorial, and based on this, it's saying it would take about 5 minutes, 35 seconds. There is a section where we can calculate the cost, which is super helpful when determining pricing for your products. And underneath, we'll provide with the details. Okay, I'm going to click on print, and the device will automatically start the task. Look how vibrant it is. See? That took 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Next up, we're going to do a texture print. What's good about these tutorials, it gives you step-by-step of what to do for each type of print. The first one we did was the flat print. Next, we're doing the texture print. The first step is the preparation of it, where we're going to press the button to extend the extension base, and then we're going to place the material on top. Next up, we're just confirming the mode and the material. The mode is still going to be the UV flat bed mode, and the material is still the ceramic fridge magnet. I love that the xTool Studio has you do the tutorials to help you feel a bit more comfortable when it comes to doing your projects and learning the studio for the O1 Omni printer. And just like we did for the flat print, we're going to scan for the image. We're going to scan to get the latest background image. The purpose of this is to accurately position our design so that we can just snap our design right into place. Alrighty, so it took the image and we are going to next do the Smart Mask, and we just have to click to open the Smart Mask dialog. The Smart Mask button is on the top right hand side of your right panel, and when the dialog comes up, which is a pop-up, just click on Run Extraction. All right, everything looks good as we did before. You see here, this is exactly the location of our magnets. Let's click on Apply. And now that the Smart Mask has been confirmed, we are going to move the image into the space. As you can see here, the image is not fully shown because this part hangs outside of the object. So we only can see the part of the image that's on top of where the object has been detected. So we're just going to move the image over and put it on top of the object. But before that, we're going to confirm that we're using the texture processing mode. We're going to select Process to get to the preview page where we can estimate the time as well as the cost. Right here is showing that for this image, the estimated time is 12 minutes 50 seconds, so 13 minutes. The estimated cost, we have to click on Calculate. During this tutorial, we're not able to click on Calculate, so I will be testing that out when I have finished all the tutorials here and I'm trying my first project with an image that I am uploading. And then it shows all the inks right here, the ink cartridge status. We're going to select Print. Because this is going to take about 13 minutes, I'm just going to pause the recording, and then when it concludes, I will start it back up again so you can see the result of the texture printing. So the texture printing just finished, so let's check it out. Oh, this is nice. I love it. You definitely feel the texture of it on this print. It's kind of like when you're using the laser and you have to do the paint fill. That's what it reminds me of. Next up, we're going to do the relief engraving tutorial. For this one, we're going to still use a ceramic fridge magnet, but we're going to use the circle one. For this tutorial, we're starting with the preparations as we did for the other tutorials. The first thing is to press the button right here so that it can extend the extension base. Our mini base plate is already installed, and we're going to place our material right on top of the mini base plate. We are going to select our processing mode and material. Our processing mode is the UV flatbed mode. And our material is a ceramic fridge magnet. The last two tutorials, we used the rectangle shape. This time for this tutorial, we're using the circle shape magnet. We are going to scan to get the background image. And now we will select Smart Mask. The pop-up dialog appears and we are going to select Run Extraction. And it's perfect. If you look here, it selected the entire magnet. Click on Apply. And now we're going to select our processing mode. In the processing mode, you can choose between flat, texture, and relief. This one we're choosing relief, which is the third option under the parameter settings section of the panel. Now let's just drag the design onto the object. Now the design that we have here is rectangular and I'm using a circular magnet. So I'm going to cut off some parts of it. It's going to look a little strange, but really I'm doing this to see how the relief engraving works. I do like the smart masking because as you see here, the image, like I said, is rectangular, but I'm only going to use the center part of the image for this tutorial, seeing that, like I said, we're using a different shape magnet. Process so we can get a preview. And this is showing an estimated time of 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Click print. And like before, we're going to let this run for its estimate time, 12 minutes, 15 seconds. So I'll pause the video and come back when it's about done. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. So it's like an emboss. So you see how the textured one was where it was like an engrave or like a paint fill if you're used to using a laser, but it's like you can feel it here. Whereas this one is more like a 3D texture where it pops up a little bit, especially in the brain area. Look at that detail. And there was no overage. So with the smart mask, it literally stayed inside of the object. There is no overage on the base plate. Still as it was when I first put the adhesive mat on top of it. This is good. Let's put it like this so you can really see the texture, the relief engraving of it. Okay, well that was the beginner tutorial with the X201 Omni printer with the X2 Studio. We did a flat print, a texture print, and a relief engraving. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments below. Until next time, bye!